Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I want to thank you guys once again for watching my videos. Thank you for the comments. I love reading the comments. Thank y'all for all the positive energy that y'all are giving me. I thank y'all for supporting me, early on in this stage. And I just want to thank you guys for just giving me an opportunity to tell my story. I have 2 videos up, and I have a video that I have to do a part 2, and that'll be coming soon, but I haven't completed that video. So I want to continue to give content so that I can continue to upload and I don't have to keep putting stuff on hold. But I be trying to do it wherever I can, record, give y'all some type of content. I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still trying to figure out how to edit, how to do thumbnails and everything. So if any of you, any of my rising stars out there know how to do any of it, please drop a comment down below and let me know. But today's story time with LaDonna is gonna be broken hearts. And the reason why I picked these different topics, because this is story time with LaDonna, and I was telling y'all about different things in my life, and I want to talk about having a broken heart. What do y'all get out of a broken heart? Because me, I get anger, I get frustration, I get wanting to hurt someone, I get wanting to be evil, wanting to get revenge, sad, and several other things. And it's so sad that when your heart is broke, so many emotions boil up in you to where you really don't know sometimes. Like, I never thought that some of the stuff that has happened in my life, that I would get so angry. I never knew that I could get so angry. But just having my heart broke, it's been a place and a time to where one minute I'm fine, the next minute I'm like all the way up here, the next minute I'm just like, I don't even know who I am. A lot of times I have to pray and ask the Lord to calm me down, because sometimes I can go overboard. But to me, a person who breaks your heart, they don't feel the pain of the broken heart. So to them, it's pretty much like, oh well, oh well this, oh well that. They don't feel that. Some people who have a heart feel it, but some people who don't have a heart, they don't feel that pain that they putting you through. And sometimes they put you through stuff because they want to live a different life, or they want to do something different. They found someone different, and they don't want to be in a committed relationship or marriage or whatever you want to call it. I'm not talking about anybody in Pacific. I'm just trying to give some content, and I'm just trying to, let people know my story of the things that I'm going through. Being brokenhearted is not something that I would want to wish on anybody. And I know we go through things where we lose loved ones, we lose our jobs, we lose our family, we lose something in life that brings us down, that brings a knockdown, to where you're so hurt. And sometimes it's hard to understand, like, dang, how can a person reach into your body, take your heart out, and just squeeze it till they can't squeeze it no more, till they get everything out of it, they can't squeeze it no more, and then they let it go. They just let it go just like that. And I just kind of want to see how y'all feel about a broken heart, because I mean, it takes different emotions on you One minute you're sad, one minute you're happy, one minute you're evil. You know, you don't want to eat, you don't want to sleep. And it's a lot of things that go on, you know, with being brokenhearted. Excuse my nails, y'all, need to get them done. But it's a lot of things that go on with being brokenhearted. You know, because when you're in a situation and you've been in a situation for so long, and then that situation changed and someone forces you to accept it, then you have to, you don't have to accept it, but the pressure on you is going to eventually make you accept it. So I just say, you know, anybody out there, whoever had your heart broke, you know, I want to apologize, because I don't never want anyone to go through the pain that I have been through. You know, it's not right, you know, and it doesn't matter if it's a male or a female, whoever, if they old, young, whatever. If you're out here hurting people, breaking people's hearts, you need to stop, because that stuff hurts. That stuff hurt. You know, I never thought that I would be the one to really feel that pain. I mean, like I say, I didn't, maybe, I don't know, I probably have been brokenhearted, but I don't know. I'm gonna say your heart not broken, is shattered, you know, this time. And you try to not be so angry, and you tell yourself, I accept this situation, and I accept whatever this is, and I accept that. But then in the long run, you don't, because your mind is not stable. So you're going to continue to have these emotions. You're going to be up one day, down one day. But I just say this to say that. I say that to say this, whatever it is. We have to be strong as men and women when we get our heart broke. Because the person who breaking our heart, if you ask me, I think it's all a game to them. They don't care. They don't care how you feel. They don't care what you feel. They don't care the pain you in. As long as they happy, they don't care about nothing else. And, you know, like I said, you know, it's sad, you know, because I never broke nobody's heart. I never have. And the reason why I won't even attempt to try to do something to hurt somebody is because the pain is, oh my goodness, I just never felt something so painful as a broken heart. It's like literally you losing your soul, you losing your mind, and you pray and you ask God and you tell God, you know, take this feeling away from you, and you know you trust in him, and you know that your faith is strong, and you try to keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and it just seems like every time you sit somewhere still by yourself, or every time you going somewhere by yourself, or just even watching TV or whatever you're doing, your mind wanders back to that, you know, like, dang, why me? And you know, I learned a long time ago that God doesn't want us to be asking why, because he put us in the situations to make us stronger, to go through the storm. And when we come out of the storm, we're going to be better than we ever was. You know, I have realized that I don't want to give my heart 100% to anyone. I feel like I want to build a wall, and I think it's going to take a very strong, dedicated, loyal person to break that wall down. Somebody who's going to love me for me, and somebody who's going to treat and respect me as I would them. You know, I don't never want someone to think that it's okay to get your heart broke, or someone to think that it's okay to be mistreated, to be abused, or whatever. You know, it's different situations of a broken heart, and sometimes you try to fight it, you try to get past it, and it seems like someone is standing there just holding you by your shirt Like, you're not going nowhere. You're going to stand here and you're going to take this. I know we have to go through the storm. I know we do. But sometimes you just want that storm to go away so you can be done with all of that. And you just want to move on with your life, and you don't even care. It's like you get to a point, after so long, you get to a point to where you don't care anymore. You don't care about that person, and your emotions toward that person, it grows to hate, you know. And I'm a Christian, and I'm never supposed to even have that word come out of my mouth. But when somebody break your heart, and they do it intentionally, and they do it and they don't have a good enough excuse, is what I'm trying to say, or their excuse is not something that they should have did it with, and you sit there and you take those blows and you take those punches and you accept everything that they have, you know, to give, and you continue to build yourself up for something that you know will never, like, reverse the situation, or however you want to call it. But, you know, we have to be strong, and we have to learn the difference between real love and somebody just trying to do something at the time. You know, I done been in several relationships, and, you know, I did have one really, really good relationship, but, you know, all good things come to an end, and that don't mean that, you know, you don't have those memories to hold on to. But we got to keep putting our head up, and we got to keep pushing forward, because if we let the pain of one person take us down, just imagine how many other people can take us down. We got to build ourselves up and make ourselves strong, because at the end of the day, you know, we are the one got to take this walk by ourselves. You know, they're going to be somewhere else living happy and doing the things they want to do, and we're going to be here trying to figure out how to pick ourselves up and put ourselves back together. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy. Anybody can say it's easy. Anybody can tell you what to do and what not to do. But when a person walk miles, take steps in your shoes to know what it feel like, I don't think they can tell you what to do. I know, you know, people try to build you up, and people try to make you be stronger than what you are. But at the end of the day, you are who you are, you know, whether you weak or whether you trying to, you know, find a way to deal with the situation. But, you know, a broken heart is a very painful thing. And people, I know it happens in the world every day. People get their heart broke every single day. Rather if it's, you know, you losing just something that you can never get back, something that you didn't work so hard to build, or something you didn't been with for so long, and it just get tore apart right from under you. You know, that's really hard to deal with. You know, I remember at one point in my life, I built a bubble around me, and in this bubble, I spray painted it black so nobody couldn't see me. This is in my mind, y'all. And I would always tell people, like, they would always tell me, you're so pretty, you're this and you're that. And, you know, I would be like, okay, thank you. You know, not even having enough confidence to be like, thank you, you know, just smiling with it. You know, you just sometimes want people to leave you alone. You just don't want to be bothered with nobody. You just want to just sit in peace and try to get some peace of mind for yourself. So when I had that bubble, you know, I tried to pretend like people couldn't see me, you know, and I just wanted to build myself up. But when those walls got tore down, I was loving the feeling of really truly loving someone, and, you know, really having that strong foundation, you know, because to me, love is a foundation, because it builds up everything within you, you know, you and that other person. It builds you up, you know, but within that time, you need to have respect for each other. There needs to be loyalty in it. You know, there need to be communication. And when you don't have communication in a relationship, it's ruined before it even starts. Because people say that they think things or something is going on and they don't want to talk about it. They want to try to push the situation under the rug and keep it moving. Or they figure out something else, and then by the time they realize that they didn't figure out something else, then they want to come, and it's harder when you done already put your emotions into something else, and now you're trying to push away from something that you just really don't want, you really don't want to be with anymore. But like me growing up, my parents and grandparents always tell me the grass ain't always green on the other side. And sometimes you have to let people find out. And sometimes it is. Sometimes the grass is greener, but at the end of the day, if you don't have communication, you will never be able to work out anything. Some people are scared to communicate because they don't want to work things out. Some people just want to do what they want to do when they want to do it and how they want to do it. And I can just say that a lot of my relationships, none of them have been perfect. None of them have been perfect. And I don't blame nobody, but myself, because there are situations that I should have took. There's things that I should have did to better build myself up. I don't have to want to accept something that I know that's really not, that's there for me. People got to understand that you have your ups and you have your downs, and 9 times out of 10, a lot of it is going to be your downs. You can't, at the very beginning of a relationship, y'all finding each other, y'all loving each other, y'all emotions are high, you trying to figure out your next steps, what you gonna do and how you gonna do it. And you try to build something, and when you do build that and you break that trust, it's really hard to get that trust back. But me, I'm the type of person to where I can forgive you and forget about a situation, and I can put my trust back in you, but when you allow a person to do it over and over and over and over, it really becomes like a dead end. Like, how much more can you take? How much more stupid can you be? How bad can you want something without letting that go and letting that person steady damage you? So, you have to be careful about who you love. Get to know that person. Communication. Because you can know a person for years, and you still don't know a person. Because some people don't want to tell the truth of who they are. Some people don't want to tell the truth of what goes on in their life. They want to play fairy tales and make up things, and then when you in a relationship with that person, you finding out just all this stuff. Just be truthful with a person. If you like a person and you want to be with a person, be truthful with that person. Don't lie. Stop lying. Stop pretending that this is this, that. Let a person know about you. Let a person know about you. Me, I could tell you everything. I didn't been in several relationships. I done been faithful to every person that I have ever been with. I done been faithful. I have did everything that I could do to walk straight. I might have, sometimes I ain't gonna blame everything on them, but I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party, I don't do a lot of stuff. So to me, it takes away from a person who does all that. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to see the person I'm in a relationship with constantly doing the same thing over and over. Like, dang, when are you going to change? And I know it takes a while for a person to change, but you got to suck that stuff up and you got to let some stuff go. You got to let some stuff go. People tell me all the time, Donna, you are too loyal. You're too nice. You need to start being mean. That's what you need. People tell me I need to get some mean bones in my body. And maybe I do, because I let people run over me. I let people run over me, and the situations that I'm in, I could have been out of those situations a long time ago. But because of me, of the person who I am, I try to, stick around and hang on and try to act like, okay, that's fine. You did that. We're going to look past that. Don't do it again. You do it again. We're going to look past it. Don't do it again. I'm that type of person. And at this point in my life, I hate that I have been that type of person, because, a broken heart, it takes a while to heal. I know a psychologist told me that it could take anywhere from 6 months to years to heal. And that's because you got to allow yourself to figure out who you are again when you're not with someone that you done been with, and that goes, it doesn't matter if you're married, if you lose someone, to death, if you lose someone to, just losing something. You gotta, and you've been with that for years and years and years. You gotta figure out, what you're gonna do without it. You gotta figure out how you're gonna handle yourself. You gotta figure out all these things on your own. But at the end of the day, it gotta happen. It gotta happen. So I'm just trying to build myself up from all of the hurt that I'd never been through in my life, because I didn't have people tell me that I need to let so much stuff go. I can't grow because I hold on to hurt. I forgive everybody who have hurt me. I do. But I don't have to forget. I don't have to forget what a person have done to me. I don't have to. And that's what makes it really hard, because you can't just love me one day and then snap your fingers and you don't love me the next. You can't just want to be with me one day and then snap your fingers and you don't want to be with me again. It's crazy. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. But I'm learning to understand it. I'm learning to build myself up before I can get involved with anybody, before I can sit down and have a conversation, with anybody. It's kind of crazy because, my relationship has been for 24 years. And, it's been a really, really rough ride, but we got past so many situations. But what I'm saying is, we have to hold on and we have to build ourselves up in order for us to make it through. We got to pray and ask God to give us strength. Because I'm going to tell you this, when you're the one being hurt, you know what the other person is doing? Not caring. Somewhere else doing something else. And that's not, or gone, not here anymore. So I'm not saying that, we need to tear ourselves down to build ourselves up. No, we need to fight so that we won't allow people to break us down, But I want y'all to comment down below and let me know how y'all feel about a broken heart. Because one thing I know, and two for sure, a broken heart is not nothing to play with. It's nothing to play with. It's a very hurtful thing that gives you nothing but a lot of times to think about things, why. And just like I say, God don't want us asking why. He wants us to go through the storm so that we can be stronger. But thank you guys for watching. Like I say, these are my first videos. I'm trying my hardest to learn how to edit and learn how to do the things that I need to do so I can give y'all guys great content. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep putting the videos out there. And I just want y'all to all my rising stars, I just want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that little bell so you can get notifications by me whenever I upload. And I just want to thank you guys for watching. And again, I'll see you soon. Have a good day. Peace.